Hello and welcome back to Sack to the Future 1980. Today it is the Denver Broncos visiting the New York Giants. Opening game for these two teams. The Denver Broncos, of course, coming off of a 10-6 season, finishing in second in their division last year in '79. And unfortunately losing in their first round of the playoffs to the Houston Oilers. So the Broncos are a playoff team because of their defense. The top five defense from last year, their offense is in the bottom half of the league. And meanwhile, the Giants, the home team, are coming off a 6-10 season. Again, led by their defense. Defense right around the middle of the pack. Not as good as Denver, but still not a horrible defense, whereas their offense is horrible. 27th out of 28 teams in offense last year. Of course, the Giants coached by Ray Perkins in 1979 as well as 1980. So he is returning as a coach despite the 6-10 record. The Broncos, of course, with Red Miller as the coach. So let's see what happens here. The Broncos, okay, so I did finally get one right. So let's go ahead and set a favor here. So you got a 12-4 team coming in to face a team that was 6-10. Both teams suspect on offense. Giants average at defense. Broncos really good at defense. I'm going to say the Giants terrible offense against the Broncos above average defense is going to make for a long day. Even though New York is the home team, I'm going to go ahead and say Morton and the Broncos get it done. There you see Craig Morton coming onto the field. I'm going to say Craig Morton gets it done, puts enough points, which won't be many, but 14 should be enough with this Giants offense. So I'm going to say the Broncos are going to win this game on the road. We won't say by a touchdown. Let's say, Giants are the home team. We'll go ahead and go Broncos by 5. Broncos by 5. So first play was a Morton completion. Then handoff to Armstrong with a nice tackle made by Van Pelt. And now Morton on 3rd and 7 is going to throw. The Giants get pressure on him. He does sling it out and complete the pass well short of the first down, but was able to scan long enough and get the ball off. Actually get positive yards rather than taking a big sack or even throwing it out of bounds. So a nice play by the old man Craig Morton. He's getting up there in age, but still does not have anywhere near the speed to get away from defensive rushers. Not sure he ever did, but if he ever did, that certainly has left a while ago. And he does, however, still have the brain to get rid of the ball and avoid sacks, things like that. Here's Phil Simms. Phil Simms leads the New York Giants. Phil Simms in just his second year, 25-year-old. Out of Morehead State, Giants. Picked him 7th pick overall, turned some heads. Of course, with the draft being in New York, there's always a loud response from Jets and Giants fans. Not everyone was pleased with the pick, but way too early to tell if he will be a bust or not. Morehead State, not the guy that not the college, I should say, that's going to grab all the attention, but they like what they saw clearly to make him the number 7 pick overall. And he doesn't do much on this drive, though. 3 and out. Giants will punt. That was a decent return. Broke a tackle with a spin move there by Rick Upchurch. Upchurch, one of the star or more recognizable players on the Broncos. Okay, here we go. We got 2 tight ends for Craig Morton. He's going to drop back. And had a little bit of coverage at the beginning, but it broke down, and George Martin comes in and gets the sack. And that puts the Broncos into a big hole at 2nd and 19. And 3rd and 10 coming up. They pick up the sack yardage. But now, the blitz off the edge. Morton looks deep, and it's knocked away. Morton just got rid of that ball before getting absolutely creamed. The Giants called the blitz. And so, again, these two teams both led by their defenses. So you've seen 3 punts already in the first 5 minutes of the game. I apologize for the fact, for Madden, that they don't give you the away jerseys. At least the Broncos have the pants and helmet. Just unfortunately that on the close-ups from up here it doesn't look too bad, but on the close-ups you wonder why the jersey doesn't match the color scheme. I mean, it is white, but then it's got, you know, it's the modern day blue all over the place, different color blue. But it is what it is. The Giants look good, the Broncos helmet looks good. And socks. It's just the jersey's not perfect, but it's good enough. And there you see it for the first down of the game was grabbed by Taylor from the Giants. Giants grabbing that first down on the handoff. And now Phil Sims on the play action pass decides to run, snuck through the offensive line, and got a few yards. Phil Sims not known as a runner, but he has better movement than Craig Morton. And Sims is going to take off again. Interesting. So Phil Sims has already rushed 3 times. And there Sims just gets it away. So Sims 1 for 3 through the year. The Giants did get a first down though, finally. So 4 punts after 4 possessions. So at least the Giants do have a first down, which is more than the Broncos consider. Alright, so feeling out process. 4 possessions, 4 punts. Now it's time maybe for some more. Oh, Jennings. Wait a minute. Dave Jennings, the punter, is hurt. You don't often see kickers or punters getting hurt. So that is interesting. Joe Danello, the place kicker, will have to take over punting duties if it's any sort of significant injury for Jennings. Morton on 2nd and 10, trying to get away from Van Pelt. Ooh, takes a couple steps. Van Pelt obviously was closing on him, so Morton did get rid of the ball before taking a large hit. And Morton on 3rd and 10, he'll sling it deep. Got a couple decent receivers out there, but this one, Upchurch cannot come down with it. Moses and Upchurch, they've been around for a bit. Still good receivers though. So 5 possessions, 5 punts. And out comes Phil Simms to lead the Giants on their third possession. Turn handed off Taylor, I believe. No, that's Heater. And it was Larry Heater, the rookie running back out of Arizona, with his first carry of the 1980 season. And there's a handoff. This time back to Taylor. Billy Taylor picks up a first down. He now has both first downs of this game. Billy Taylor in his third year out of Texas Tech. Giants, a pretty young team. The center, Jim Crack, at 33 years old, beats the age there. Most of their running backs are 25 or under. Bill Simms is 25. Fullback Bo Matthews is 29, but their main receivers and running backs and quarterback are all under 25 or under. So Giants might not be competing it this year, but if some of these young guys are good, we might be, they might be something in a few years. Sims on 3rd and 6 is going to get sacked by Chavis. And that will be a punt, but again, I don't think Jennings is out there yet. He's still in the locker room, so here comes a punt. It should be Canelo, hopefully it was. Did not get the same distance on the punt, but, at least he got it away and didn't have problems with the snap or kick it off the side of his foot or anything. Alright, here the Denver Broncos get a first down. Start with that, and then we'll see if we can get points. Van Pelt coming in again. Van Pelt really putting the pressure on Craig Morton so far. There's Martin return in the hand to Armstrong, who's now got 4 yards on 3 carries. 3rd and inches. They're inches away from getting their first down. Craig Morton, quick drop and fires right to the New York Giants. So trying to be cute on 3rd and inches instead of just pounding or even quarterback sneaking in there. They try to go. Craig Morton tries to take one step back and just fire out to Watson, and Haynes jumps right in front and picks it off. It's a nice play by the corner from the Giants, and now, after trading punts over and over and over again, the Giants force a turnover, and that gives them great field position. Bill Simms in trouble, trying to run away from it. He is able to get away from the sack and continue to run. Bill Simms showing more wheels than most people thought he had. Again, not as many highlights as you get from the bigger schools. And last year, in '79, he was not, lighting the world on fire running or anything. But again, he's not, he's not slow. Did average over 5 yards a carry, ran the ball 29 times for 166 yards. So just running it more often than we expected. And certainly quicker than the Broncos defenders thought he was. Bill Simms in the 19-yard line now. Steps up, fires downfield and complete to the 11-yard line, and that's where the first quarter comes to an end. So neither team scores in the first quarter. The Giants are clearly threatening here. Start the second. And it cracks through the line and that's Hogan on his first carry of the season. Gets all the way down to the 4-yard line. First and goal. And Matthews tried to reach to the goal line. He got to the 1 only. Second and goal. And it looks like Hogan might be back out there. And, ooh, they handed it off. Last time he got 7 yards. This time he loses 3. And now that makes a 3rd and goal from the 4. So not a running situation anymore. Looks like the Giants will go ahead and throw the ball here. Bill Sims is going to fire over and wide. Where was Broncos defense? There was nobody. There was no Bronco defender from the right hash to the sidelines. Now there was only one Giant out there as well, but still, look at this. Where is the defenders? None. And I mean, it's a goal line type play, so it's a touchdown. But imagine had that been at like the 50-yard line, it possibly still could have been a touchdown, as he would have got at least 25 yards before anyone got it. Breakdown on the Denver defense, and again, Denver's led by the defense, so that's not a good sign for them. But it is a great sign for these fans getting behind their quarterback, Sims. Again, hard to judge Sims after just 1 year, and with the team so young, with more rookies planning to play more this year as well. So they're definitely trying to build this team from the ground up. So it's going to be growing pains for these Bill Sims a couple times with his legs. And, I mean, that was an easy pass to make, but he did make it. So good signs for the Giants. And the Giants defense, of course, which is already an average type defense, making some headway here against the Broncos. Greg Morton gets some of the yards back, but it's a 3rd and 14. The Broncos are constantly in these 3rd and longs, except for the one time they had 3rd and inches, and then Morton threw an interception. Oh, Morton hit as he throws the ball, just kind of wobbles out there, and it's picked off again by the Giants. Greg Morton blasted as he threw the ball, and that's his 2nd interception thrown, and this crowd is just intense. They try to quiet now for the offense, but it was raucous just a minute ago. The Broncos didn't know what they were walking into. Thought they were coming to play a below average team, whereas they're a playoff team with a good to great defense, and instead it's been all the Giants defense stealing the show. Passing yards is 18 to 17, but the Giants, of course, had more total yards. And here, Bill Sims just launching it for the end zone, and it is not good. Actually, the receiver became the defender there. I mean, I guess a nice play by the receiver to stop the interception from happening. Had it been an interception, it would have been as good as a punt because it was a touchback anyways. And here, the punt to the 19. So you saw he had a little bit of trouble with the snap there, so the injury to Jennings, something to keep an eye on. Almost crossing there as the Broncos were almost able to block the punt. And you wonder when Phil Sims took that shot on 3rd down, you wonder what the punter heard. It's like, hey, you go deep and you get picked off, 50 yards downfield, that's just as good as a punt, maybe even better. Considering you're a punter history. So we'll see, keep an eye on that and see if that is part of the actual game plan or if that was a one-time thing. So Morton turns, hands, and Armstrong gets his head taken off. 2nd and 9, Broncos still looking to do something on offense besides turn the ball over. Greg Morton on 2nd and 9. There they pick up a blitzer and gets it out to Watson for almost a first down. So their second, third, and short. The first one resulted in an interception, trying to do a just hand off here. This time they go more conservative approach, hand it off, and Preston on his first carry gets the first down. The Giants just aren't letting the Broncos get any running yards. So it's 5 carries for 5 yards. Morton now on 2nd and 10. Scan the field, fire down the middle, and that's complete. Finds the open receiver. And all the way down to the 20-yard line. Nice play there. That was David Moses. 12-year veteran out of San Diego State. See, the Broncos have passed 70% of the time because the run has just not worked. But now they'll hand off, and there it works finally. Oh, but there's a flag. So did it work because they held? No, but they did do an illegal block, which was way downfield. So takes a 14-yard gain and brings it into, well, I guess nothing, or a 1-yard loss, but without losing it down. So they give it to Preston again. He gets covered there. So Preston, Armstrong 5 carries, 5 yards. Preston has 2 carries, 9 yards, and another 14-yard carry that I called back. So I think it is just Armstrong having a hard time. Now they give it to Jensen, and he gets 7 yards. So the Broncos starting to mix it up with who they hand the ball to. As Armstrong just not getting it done today. And up another big run, and they're going to call that a touchdown. Jensen got upended, but he put the ball across the goal line. It is a touchdown, and the Broncos found some running room there at the end. Steinberg puts the extra point through, and we're all tied up with 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Returned out to the 20-yard line. Hey, Al Red Sox fan. Sorry, I am still trying to get used to the PlayStation. I missed comments a lot of times, but yes, touchdown for the Broncos to tie it up. Thanks for joining. This is 1980. Oh, and there's Phil Simms getting hit as he throws, picked off. There's a penalty on the return, though, so I believe the interception will hold. Wow, I haven't seen the illegal block in the back until this game, and the Broncos have done it twice. So that again was on the return, so it is still the interception. And Broncos ball. Morton will get rid of that one. So big interception by Steve Foley, the free safety. 4th year out of Tulane, coming up with a big interception. The Giants picked off Morton twice earlier. Now Foley returns the favor against Sims, and the Broncos have a chance to take the lead here. Morton, quick drop, goes underneath to Upchurch, I believe that was. And Upchurch gains 5 yards, 4 receptions for 39 yards so far. Morton on 3rd and 5, under pressure again, hit as he throws it, and that's picked off. Craig Morton's 3rd interception of the first half. Harry Parson didn't have to do much on that one. Morton kind of threw it right to him, but it was because he was getting hit as he was trying to deliver. Look at that. A think he was trying to hit Watson in the seam, and of course he got hit. So the ball didn't go anywhere near where he wanted him to, and it's another turnover. So again, it is going to be a game of whose defense plays better, because these offenses just aren't anything to get excited about. Phil Simms rolls a little bit to the right, does deliver a nice pass though on that one. Phil Simms now 5 of 11. It's the first catch by Perkins today. Now, will they call it before the 2-minute warning? Man in motion. And they will go ahead and hand it off. There's a nice run, a broken tackle, and 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
That time the carry again by Billy Taylor. 2-minute warning, Phil Simms. From the shotgun. He steps up, fires underneath. It's caught. He had to make sure he caught it. So he wasn't able to turn and run with it, but the catch is the most important part. Gary Shirk. Phil Simms starting to heat up now. He's completed a couple in a row to Perkins and Shirk. And now he drops it back again. Throws it. That's complete. And it's Perkins again. So Perkins 3 catches on this drive. And the Giants will go ahead and call a timeout. .101 remaining in the first half. Giants trying to regain the lead. Phil Simms gets protection on this one. That was an odd looking catch, but he was able to turn at the right time. And that was Ernest Gray, I believe, on the catch, which is probably his first reception. Nope, second reception. I missed the first one. Phil Simms fires downfield. Simms has, after starting off 4 for 10, he's completed 6 in a row now on this drive. Phil Simms, 29 seconds, fires back in the end zone, and it was caught. There is a flag. There's a flag that Gray made the catch, the yard inside of the back line of the end zone. Oh, but he might have stepped out first. Ernest Gray looks like he stepped out of bounds first. So that's illegal touching, and the touchdown will not count. 26 seconds left. Simms throws underneath, and the tackle is made. Nice tackle. And that will force the Giants to call their last timeout. A tackle made by Bill Thompson, saving a touchdown. So here we go, 3rd and 6. One more chance at a touchdown. Cannot take a sack, though. Simms facing a little bit of pressure, gets rid of it, but he's tackled inbounds, and they're not going to get another playoff unless they can't kick the field goal now with no timeouts. Can they get a playoff and lob it up into the end zone? What's going on? Why are we watching the sidelines? Madden, come on. Alright, so a momentary pause in light. Oh, okay. Nope, they run out of time. Alright, so interesting camera work on that ending, but the Giants fail miserably with clock management and getting tackled inbounds. Should have just kicked the field goal on 3rd down, I guess. I don't know how. Phil Simms, of course, just in his 2nd year, so stuff to learn, but on that play, you have got to put the ball in the end zone or just get it out of bounds to make sure you get the 3 points. There was a little bit of pressure breaking at the last minute. They got rid of it. Did find an open receiver, but one that was not close enough to the sidelines or end zone to do what the Giants needed. And that cost them at least 3 points. But either way, they're still tied here, 7-7. Playing a team that made the playoffs in '79, the Broncos, so being tied with them at the half, still something to be proud of. But of course, there's no moral victories. You've got to win the game. Here you see some of the scores at the bottom. A couple of the so-called semi-pro teams played each other, and one of them kicked the crap out of the other one. Chargers beat the Redskins earlier. Holding on the Giants, so every time we see a nice run, it gets called back. 2nd and 11. These holds downfield, too. Taylor, 7 carries, 33 yards. The Giants have been spreading the carries around, however. Actually, the Broncos have as well, too. The Broncos started off just going to Armstrong, but after he was ineffective, they started changing it up. Sims goes deep downfield. Ooh. Oh. Carter not feeling well after that one. Oh, and now it looked like he was holding his ribs. Now Reuben Carter, of course, appears to be holding his wrist, so who knows what's wrong, but that's a big loss, a big nose tackle. 5th year out of the University of Miami. Important player for the 3-4 Orange Crush. Okay, Morton, 10 completions out of 17 attempts. But the problem is 3 of those incompletions were actually interceptions. And that is not what you want from your veteran starter. Make a handoff back to Jensen. He gets only the 1 yard though. And it looks like Armstrong might be back in the backfield again. There's a handoff, his best run of the day. So Armstrong finally finds some room. A 10-yard gain, up to 15 yards now on 6 carries. What is this? Oh, I'm not sure the Giants of 1980 were ready to see a pistol formation, but again, it's 1980 rosters, but it is Madden, so you're going to see things that you may not have seen. Or you may see things that you did see in 1980, but just see a lot more often, like all kinds of shotgun passes. No, Craig Morton decides to just launch it off his back foot in the corner of the end zone, and it was picked off. It was intercepted, but luckily for Morton, the defender came down out of bounds, so it's not the 4th interception of the day. Wait, or did the Broncos receiver catch it? I thought it was intercepted, but the Broncos would not reach it. What? So it was intercepted, the refs called him out of bounds, and then Denver is challenging it? Denver wants it to be an interception? I don't understand. Red Miller, very confusing call. Of course, I guess he was just excited to have a red flag here in 1980. Oh, it's a fake! So they couldn't get it to be called an interception, so they decided to go ahead and run a fake punt, and Jensen gets blown up. So that was a disastrous fake punt attempt. The only good news is it was on the Giants' side of the field, so I mean, at least they weren't doing a fake punt at their own 20 or anything. But the Giants have good field position now in this I can't think of the words I was about to say, but never-ending quest, I guess, to take the lead as these teams remain tied at 7. There's Heater, his 3rd carry. Another rookie touching the ball here in the opener for 1980. And this time to Hogan. So again, 4 carries here, 3 carries here, 5 carries here. Giants running the ball quite a bit, but no single runner has carried it 10 times yet. 9.5 to go in the 3rd. Giants took the lead. Broncos came back and tied it. Both teams have thrown some interceptions. Broncos Broncos have made some questionable decisions from their coach. But we're all tied up. There's a handoff. Ooh, nothing there. He decides to go the other way. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. And finally brought down Bo Matthews with a big run. That's his 5th carry. So again, it's like there's 4 or 5 different guys that have carried the ball 4 or 5 times. Foley with the tackle, they say. Thought he already had a tackle. Sims now is going to launch it over the middle. That's complete. Oh, I said launch when it was only like a 6-yard pass, but still. And look at those fancy things here in 1980. The coach has decided to frame the pictures. Sims now rolls out to the right. He's going to fire down to the 10-yard line. Nice play by Sims there. Rolled out to the right. Could have possibly ran for it, but found the receiver. And it's Gray downfield, which is the better option. And the Giants definitely threatening again here. Now there is no way the Giants can run out of time as we're in the 3rd quarter. So, yeah, the fiasco they had when they were down there at the end of the 2nd quarter. Billy Taylor's up to 9 carries, so it looks like Taylor will be the first one to get the double-digit carries. You would think. And is this it right here? That is Taylor, I believe. No, it's not. That's Heater. What? Heater, of course, is 27. Taylor. Well, Sims gets out to the 5-yard line. Sorry to finish that thought, Billy Taylor. Okay. 38 Taylor, 27 Peter. Alright, so sorry about that. I was looking up my roster number and put me in lead for a minute there, but the Giants decided to go for the field goal. And Danilo, who is doing both the place kicking and punting because Jennings got hurt earlier, puts the field goal through. Alright, so the Broncos, Craig Morton. There you see all the throws to the team wearing the wrong colors. Morton's got to play better. The Broncos are going to win the game. As I said, they were favored by 5. They're losing by 3. That's what turnovers will do to you. Morton, 2nd and 7. Fired. That's a nice pass. And nice heart there to stay up until he gets to the 45-yard line. That, of course, was the big tight end, Riley Odoms. And he's been around 8 years out of Houston. There's Armstrong. A few more yards, starting to run better. Of course, couldn't run any worse than he did the first 5 years. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, you could fumble. Warren drops back, waits for some pressure to get there, and then delivers a nice catch and a nice little move by the receiver Moses to catch the ball in a way that the defender was out of position to make the tackle. He turns it into a big play all the way down to the 18-yard line. Craig Morton now in the red zone. He'll turn, he'll hand off, and that's a big gaping hole. Jim Jensen, 4 carries, 26 yards. He hasn't carried it much, but when he has found some room, averaging almost 7 yards a carry. And the Broncos are just 8 yards away from taking the lead here for the first lead of the game, if they so take it. There's a nice tackle made on the edge. Sign given. That's Jensen on the carry. Jim Jensen, not John, of course. And that sets up first and goal. Just a half a minute to go in the third quarter. The Broncos trail by 3, but they have a first and goal here. Morton runs away from, I thought he was going to get rid of it and throw it out of bounds, but Jeter and others would not let him get rid of the ball, and that should be the last play of the third quarter. It is. So the third sack of the Giants, or by the Giants. The Giants have had 3 sacks of Morton and also picked them off 3 times. So the Giants defense is definitely showing up here in the home opener. But the Broncos are right here, down by 3 at the start of the fourth quarter. Second and goal from the 20. Armstrong gets nowhere, so third and goal, even though they're snapping the ball at the 20-yard line. Here's where Morton needs to make sure he keeps the 3 points alive. Do not force it. In fact, the coach, Ed Miller's just going to hand it off. But this might be, is this holding? Holding against the Broncos. My goodness, they're backing themselves up to the 29-yard line. It's third and goal from the 29. These are 1980 kickers, so this is not even a giving field goal from here. Craig Morton does get a few yards, and then Watson breaks the tackle to get a couple more. So that was a nice play on third and goal from the 29 to get 7 more yards and turn this into just a 40-yard, maybe even actually a 39-yard attempt. And Steinfort puts it through the uprights. So we're all tied. Once again, 13 and a half minutes left in the game. The Denver Broncos and New York Giants tied at 10. All right, easy total yards. The Giants 199, Broncos 181. Giants have done better running, but Phil Simms will come out with nobody back there with him and deliver a pass over the middle. Phil Simms, remember he started 4 of 10. He's now 16 of 23, so what that means is he has completed 12 of his last 13 pass attempts. Phil Simms heating up. The Giant fans loving it. On this one, he will fake the handoff, and the line gives him time. He delivers then to Matthews after faking the handoff to him. 26 runs, 24 passes. Very balanced offense from the Giants. Phil Simms comes out firing again. And another completion. The Broncos just cannot stop the Phil Simms passing game now. And there's a delayed handoff. And Matthews on his 6th carry gets 4 yards. Still outside the field. Well, actually, you can probably make it from here. Maybe. They're right at the edge. Right at the edge. They're definitely in field goal range enough to try it. Again, from 50 and beyond in the 80s, early 80s, 1980 in fact. Not like it is today, but still that completion will definitely put him in field goal range. So Simms now having a pretty nice game. The clock ticks under 10 minutes to go. We're tied at 10. There's another run, this time by Taylor. He hits the 10th carry, so after a couple carries to Matthews, they give it back to Taylor, and finally we have a guy on the Giants with 10 carries. 2nd and 8, Simms drops back, fires into the end zone, and is caught for the touchdown. That's Perkins. He had that one drive where he was the #1 target, and then Phil Simms let him cool off for a little bit, but comes back to him for the touchdown. And the Giants regain the lead. The extra point is up and good, so 9:07 to go. 8-play, 75-yard drive, took 4.5 off the clock. And the Giants, in front of their home crowd, up 17-10. Morton. He's been here before. That's one of the things you get with a 15-year veteran, is he has seen and played in almost every scenario you can imagine. 2nd and 8, drops deep drop here, and then he gets in trouble and gets sacked by Felton. So the deep drop turns it into an 11-yard sack. 3rd and 19. Morton and go short to shoot some of the yards back. Moses on the catch. Gets it back to a 4th and 10, but they will punt. Still plenty of time, not have to go for it anything crazy yet. But you are going to have to stop them. And in the first quarter, where there was about 8 punts, it would sound silly to say something like you still have to stop them, but Phil Simms is really heated up, and the Giants' offense has been a little bit harder to stop as of late. A whole world of tight ends out there for the Giants. And there's a handoff. And Matthews who breaks the tackle. I think Billy Taylor was stuck at 10 catches. Matthews is up to 8. Not catches, rushes. There's turn play action pass. Simms has time, fires downfield, and he missed him there. The Giants have run well enough that the play action pass has definitely given Simms time back there, and he's been very accurate as of late, but he missed on that one. There they go to Heater, the rookie, his 5th carry, 24 yards. So the Giants, running back by committee back there, they have put it together a pretty good amount of yards now in the game against this Orange Crush defense. That's pretty good to do. Of course, just 3 years removed from the Super Bowl are the Broncos when they had the number 1 rugged defense in all the NFL. It's not as good as that, but it was still top 5 last year. So the Giants, Phil Simms, I think that was Foley that flashed in front there. That could have been a pick 6. Foley did not get his hands on it, but it did cause a crazy distraction to the receiver. What was that? The Upchurch. I wouldn't celebrate that, my man. That was not a good punt. Again, the punter got hurt. The place kicker is doing the punting for the Giants. He's doing the best he can. He almost had a punt block, but he got rid of it. That one wasn't a great punt, but he got the bounce. And then Upchurch, he caught it running the wrong way. But after all that, the Broncos have the ball at the 24-yard line with still over 4 minutes to go, down by a touchdown. So the game is still within reach, or at least to put it into overtime. Morton fires to the sidelines. That's a nice throw and catch up to Upchurch. 16 of 25, 177 yards with those 3 interceptions. If you can add a touchdown to the stat line, that would make it look a lot better. There's another hard run by Jensen. Gets 4 yards. 3.5 minutes to go. Craig Morton, 59 yards away. That's what he needs in the next 3.5 minutes. Steps up, fires towards the side. That's complete. And, Watson gets some yards, and then they thought he was going out of bounds. Instead, he stops, flings the defender out of bounds, and then does a Spider-Man celebration. So Watson, apparently a big Spider-Man fan. And the Broncos are now to the Giants' 38-yard line. Morton, pressure comes in. He gets rid of it, though. Nice play. Craig Morton having a nice drive here. That's Riley Odoms. Another first down. They could get this play off before 2 minutes warning. If they hurry, they do get it off. And decent job on the line at first, but Morton just holds onto the ball too long. Harry Carson comes in and gets a huge 13-yard sack. That's the besides the 3 interceptions, everything Morton has done poorly is just backing up and allowing the sacks to be 11 to 13 yards instead of staying there. And if you're going to get sacked, make it a 5 to 7 yard sack. But then he makes up for it by delivering that nice throw up to the 22-yard line. 3rd and 6, definitely more manageable. Morton draws back, gets rid of the ball to the back of the end zone, and it's knocked away. Watson got his hands on it, but could not pull it in. Okay, so this may be the game right here on 4th and 6. The Broncos still have 2 timeouts, but they need to come through with the first down here. Craig Morton switches the protection up. The line does hold. He fires towards the corner of the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Craig Morton changed the protection at the line. That gave him the time he needed to hit Moorhead in the corner of the end zone for the game-tying touchdown. Nice play by Craig Morton up front, changing the protection, the offensive line holding Emery Moorhead, hitting into the end zone and making a nice catch on a well-delivered ball by Craig Morton. And with just 1 minute and 27 seconds, he's going to bring it out. Poor decision there. And the Giants again playing with a lot of young guys. Is he a rookie? Let me double check. He is. Yep, Alvin Garrett, the rookie. Brings it out. Could have downed it, but instead brings it out, only gets to the 11. Let's see if that makes the Giants go conservative. Doesn't look like it. Bill Sims is going to come out throwing. Throws are into double coverage, so that might make the coach decide to go conservative, but it looks like he's going to give Phil Sims another try. Say, don't throw it in double coverage here, son. There's completion. Ooh. He never actually hit him. Could have been a late hit if he did, but just kind of ran into him. That was Shirk on the catch, by the way. Phil Sims. Giants have all their timeouts, but here he's going to fight off the first sack, but can't get away from the second one. And now the Giants might think about letting some clock come off here, and that's what they do. They still line up with the shotgun, but they are letting the clock run. And they are going to... Oh, no, it's a screen. Okay, nice safe completion, tackled inbounds. See if the Broncos want to call timeouts. Doesn't look like they do. Clock is ticking. Giants could let it run down if they want, but they decide to move people around. They are going to go ahead and snap it and see what happens on 3rd and 11. Bill Sims steps up, fires it out of bounds. There is a flag. And it's roughing the passer. Wow. So the Broncos had stopped at the Giants, but Barney Chavis called for roughing the passer. And again, the Giants have their timeouts, so they can use the middle of the field and maybe get field runs. Let's see. Phil Sims throws it short, and there's a timeout, I believe, unless they don't want it. Oh, no, he got out of bounds. 7 seconds to go. They're going to need about 20. I don't know if you have enough time. Let's just see if they can get 10 and go for a Hail Mary, maybe. Phil Sims is going to hold on to the ball. He's going to do the Hail Mary now, I guess. I don't think he can get it down, or he cannot. What? What just happened? What just happened? Oh, my goodness. Phil Sims rolls out, throws the ball. Ernest Gray goes up, makes the catch Hail Mary style, but 20 yards short of the goal line. Everybody else, though, slams into each other. Gray then jumps over part of the pile and beats the one last defender to the end zone for a touchdown. The oddest looking Hail Mary play that you'll ever see, but it was effective to win the game on the last play. That was insane. I can't believe they're not going to show that replay. Let's see if we can show you the replay ourselves. That was absolutely insane. It's got to be a highlight, right? Holy cow. This is just insane ending here. Please, you've got to do something right, man, and they do not. Wow, unbelievable. Wait, a second. Oh, I was reading it wrong. Okay, let me go back. It should have been the first one if it's on there. Okay, Here we go. Yep, this is ridiculous. All right, so let it go. Phil Simms drops back, then buys time, goes to the right, decides to launch it up. Okay, let's take a look at all these men coming in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders coming, and there's 4 Giants out there, so 4, 6. One of the Giants kind of out of play. He goes up, makes the catch. Okay, let me rewind. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. Goes up. There's 2 Giants come in front of the pile, go up. Great catch. Great high point getting the ball. A lot of the Broncos on the ground. Only one Bronco actually jumping for it. So that's the Broncos' first problem. Gray then goes up. Now the Broncos go apparently they all decide to go for the shoulder hit and punish Gray for making this catch instead of wrapping up. And then what happens is they don't knock him down. One guy hits his thigh, the other 2 do absolutely nothing. Now they're on the ground. There's 2 other defenders behind him, but then he jumps, leaps over the one guy that hit him, and then at this point, there's just this. It's just Foley over here. He's not going to catch him, and that's a touchdown. Unbelievable way to end it. Terrible defense by the Broncos in the last play of the game. Amazing ending, though, for the Giants. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with, what do we have? Well, that was Giants, Broncos. So we still have the Bears game. We definitely have the Bears game, and we might come back with the Broncos game in week 1. In 1980, after a strong start, this was the best game of the broadcasted ones so far. Thank you for watching. Come back for more 1980 football, Madden style.